Hey, how is it going everyone? My name is Nort, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be showing you 10 awesome secret things which you probably didn't know about Benny's Original Motorworks. The aim of this episode is to teach you something new, especially with the most recent update, so with that out of the way, let's get into the first secret and hidden feature. So please don't get thrown off by the Banshee 900R. Now this vehicle is beautiful, the visual effects on it are insane. If you love this vehicle for that, then by all means go and get yourself the Banshee 900R. But something which I think you guys might not have known about is that the Banshee 900R is actually slower when it's fully customized with the $1.5 million upgrade through Benny's Original Motorworks than the original Banshee, which had been fully customized in the standard Los Santos Customs. So with a price difference of around $700,000, if you want just performance, don't waste that money on the new Banshee, as it is actually worse than the original Banshee fully customized, which is crazy. It's probably a bug. I think Rockstar Games are going to fix this soon, but it's something cool and secret about Benny's Original Motorworks, which I think you guys definitely need to know. Now let's take a look at the Sultan RS. This vehicle is a beast. I would be amazed if it wasn't even touching close to the fastest car in the game. It's insane, and something cool about this is that the fog lights actually work on this vehicle, and I say that with a shock on my face, or I say that quite surprised, and I'm sure some of you guys are surprised as to why I say this, but you would be amazed the amount of vehicles with these lights added onto them which don't actually work. Now something cool about this is that you can block off the headlights and just use the fog lights, or you can keep the headlights and you can keep the fog lights. But something awesome about these fog lights is that they are insanely bright. They're like blinding. And even in the daytime, you can see these lights just on the wall perfectly. They're bold, they're amazing. I definitely recommend you guys get them. And something awesome about the Sultan RS and the Banshee 900R is that if you haven't customized them already in Benny's Original Motorworks, depending on your transmission and your engine and the things you upgrade it on, you will notice that the actual sound the engine makes inside these vehicles is totally unique to any other vehicle in the game, and it's just a beast to listen to. Which kind of swings us into the next thing of this episode, because if you haven't, once again, brought these vehicles into Benny's Original Motorworks, you won't be familiar with the awesome, unique customizations which have just been added for the Banshee 900R as well as the Sultan RS. If you aren't familiar with these, go and check them out. They're amazing. And let's get into the next awesome thing, which is the brand new secret transmission for the Sultan RS. Just give this a listen. That sounds heavenly. You can feel it. It feels like a beast, and it's something you guys definitely don't want to miss out on, exclusive for the Sultan RS. And next up, did you know that if you bring a Sultan or a Banshee from the streets, you're cutting half the sale price of this if you bring it into Benny's Original Motorworks? So I recommend all of you guys spend that $105,000 or that $12,000 when purchasing these vehicles, else you guys will definitely regret this. And also something which I'm going to be testing out is that a lot of you guys have been asking me about whether if you strip the entire interior, which you can do in this, you can replace the entire interior, whether the radio would still work. And I actually gave this a try, and yes, it does.
Tulsa town, we had 85 trucks in all, but there's a roadblock up on the...
Upset that we were making too much noise, and the six of...
So the reason why I tested that out is because, once again, a lot of you guys did ask me whether it still worked, because no one could find the radio when they were about to bring that interior dashboard in. So it actually put a lot of people off purchasing this dashboard, even though it looks kick-ass. But for spending that much money, Rockstar Games, even if they hid the radio away from you, you can still access the radio. So just proving to you guys there, you can access the radio. You're not going to be stripping out the radio. It is there somewhere, even though you can't see it. It is still definitely there, so don't worry about that. Okay, so next on the list, we're going to take a look at some secrets inside Benny's Original Motorworks. And the main secret we're looking at is the small tease he gave us about the next car which would be introduced. Now at the time we didn't quite believe that these were going to be the vehicles being added, as with the Lowriders update we only got lowrider muscle type cars which would all fit into one category, which kind of branded Benny's Original Motorworks into a lowrider type mod shop. But since we got the Banshee 900R and the Sultan RS, it completely changed the game, which makes us believe that we could be seeing the Cheetah and the Peyote, which you can see see right here, the cheetah is underneath the cover, the peyote is just above it into a future update. And once again, the reason behind this is because if you look just next to the door, you can see the Banshee just held up high on the car lift, and this was here the moment Benny's Original Motorworks opened up. And for some reason, Rockstar Games didn't introduce the Banshee then when they were teasing it off, but now they decided to introduce it, so maybe they could also be doing the same thing with these two vehicles, teasing that there'll be the next few vehicles being added into Benny's Original Motorworks. It's a pretty plausible theory, and I'm looking forward to it nonetheless. I think the peyote would be absolutely awesome. There's also a forum going around from GTA forums discussing which vehicles you would like to see, and the most popular ones are seeming to be the Comet, the Elegy, and some other awesome vehicles as well. Which brings me into my next topic of discussion, because when the Lowriders update came out, there were also 6 other vehicles which were cut from the game files with this update. One of the vehicles out of the 6 which were cut from the game involved the Slam Van, and there's some awesome other vehicles as well. All of these vehicles fit into the same genre as the Lowrider vehicles which came out in the Lowrider update, so it'll be really interesting to see when Rockstar Games introduce these vehicles. Unfortunately, I don't have the entire list with me now, but I do know that there were 12 other vehicles being introduced, all of the same genre, but only 6 of them were introduced in the original Lowriders update. So we're either going to be seeing these vehicles being trickled through in the future, or we're going to be seeing another Lowriders update. Both theories are pretty plausible, but I thought I may as well just give you guys the heads up that Benny's Original Motorworks is not going to be closing, it's not going to be introducing any more vehicles. It has a lot of plans ahead of it, and it's going to be introducing loads more vehicles, especially these 6 cut vehicles, which were originally intended for the Lowriders update part 1, which included 6 vehicles. So it seems like this update was split in half, giving us the base stuff like Benny's Original Motorworks, but there were definitely 6 other vehicles which weren't introduced. And last but not least, we're going to take a look back in Grand Theft Auto 4, because there's actually a pretty cool Easter egg from Grand Theft Auto 4 which may resemble the Banshee 900R from Grand Theft Auto 5. So if you guys have played Grand Theft Auto 4 like myself, you may understand that there was a small cutscene which involved Brucey and Nico Bellic, and this cutscene was kind of funny, it was kind of interesting, and it definitely put a smile on my face. And this is Brucey showing off his brand new modified car, which of course is the Banshee. Now if you guys are familiar with the scene, I'm pretty sure some of you guys are going to know what I'm going to be talking about, but inside this cutscene, Brucey talks about his modified Banshee, how it's pure gold, how it's amazing, it's beautiful, and it's going to just be awesome. But unfortunately, when he sits in the car, the modified Banshee doesn't actually start up, and Brucey goes into a small tantrum, he's not happy about it, he's embarrassed, and Nico laughs, and everyone else just kind of takes the mick out of him. Now this is a pretty interesting cutscene, but it was picked up on some forum sites that this could well be a small Easter egg introducing the Banshee into Grand Theft Auto 5, because as we know, this modified Banshee didn't originally work when Brucey tried to work on it, but now we have this Banshee which can be modified in so many awesome ways inside Benny's Original Motorworks. So maybe this Easter egg could be resembling Grand Theft Auto 4. Before you guys start talking about how far-fetched this may be, it might be as plausible as you guys might not expect it to be, because Brucey does also make a small appearance in Grand Theft Auto 5, or should I say a small dialogue appearance. You can call him on your phone, he is a contact if you guys have got him as a contact, so he is there in Grand Theft Auto 5, so it could be a small Easter egg, little gem from Grand Theft Auto 4 as to why Rockstar decided to introduce the Banshee into Benny's Original Motorworks, because it was a vehicle which Brucey had been working on for a very long time, and finally he's managed to bring this Banshee out. But this could also lead us into the first thing I said in this episode about why this Banshee is pretty bad overall in performance, because although the Banshee would have looked nice in Brucey's eyes, he never really got it to work. So it could be just some great irony about this between both games. It could be that Brucey was just a terrible mechanic, he never got the entire thing to work really well, but he may have got it to look really nice, hence why we have these awesome liveries. But maybe that's why the performance isn't as good. I don't know guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. I think it's something pretty cool to think about. But guys, I hope you did enjoy this video, and if you did, please don't leave without clicking that like button, and also don't forget to click that subscribe button if you are new here, as you'll never miss out on any more Grand Theft Auto 5 content every single day. Anyway guys, my name is Nort, and I will see you guys next time.